gosh, I was skinny. And I wore spats.
We're not going to talk about your weight this entire couch.
No, we're not.
We're not going to do that. Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where accomplished guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and every role in between. I'm here with acting legend Alan Cumming. Alan.
Hello.
You ready to see what's on TV?
Totally can't wait.
All right, here we go.
Today we have orange fried chicken, orange ravioli, orange.
This is a commercial I made.
The orange soup.
For, look at me, I look at 10 years old. A bit plump.
Look at that young debonair man.
See, the joke is that I'm the only person in the Minute Maid orange juice factory that brings, wait for it,
Wait for it.
an apple to work.
Granny Smith at that. Who brings a green apple to an orange party?
Isn't that hilarious? I made that in London. I'd never been to America then. And I never saw that until years later because they don't have Minute Maid orange juice in Britain.
They don't?
Well, they didn't then in those days. But
is it a Tropicana town?
Yeah, we have that.
Okay.
And we have actual real juice as well. Made from oranges.
Fancy that.
I know, it's crazy, but...
All right, let's keep surfing.
Oh, this is me, obviously, yes.
Yes.
In Cabaret. Oh, now this is interesting because this is the version of it we did in London.
That's right.
In 1922. And it's kind of slightly different look to the way we did it in America.
But you were a lean, mean dancing machine.
I was not chubby then.
No, you were not
No.
at all. You were ripped. So you did it once in '93, again in '98, again in 2014.
Yeah, I can't quit you,
You
Cabaret.
So of the 3 iterations of Cabaret, which one appeals to you the most?
So when I did it in New York the first time, that was kind of the most incredible time. Because it was just so new to me. I had no idea what was going on.
And it made you a household name.
I guess, yeah. And everyone would say, your life's going to change. You have no idea what's going to happen to you. And I was like, what do you mean? It's a kind of an alarming thing to hear. So I actually really liked it better when I did it in 2014 because I'd been around the block a few times and my life had changed and I understood more. And actually I think the show was better because I think in 1998 it was so, the sort of sexy stuff was so overwhelmed the rest of the story. And now, you know, 16 years later, I think the sexy stuff is still fun, but it's not so sensational.
Right.
And it's just more kind of indicative of what that time was. So I think in all ways it was better, and I was certainly more relaxed. And if Sam were to call and say he's doing it again, I would say yes, except I want to play Fräulein Schneider, the landlady.
Are you ready to go?
Absolutely.
Let's keep
Loving
surfing.
This is the high life. I wrote this with my friend Forbes, that one there.
Were you high when you taped this?
It looks like it, but I've never spoken this fast in anything. Oh, here's the bit where I do the Hitler salute instead of the thing. So we had to, you know, we go like this at the end, like with our, like a captain thing.
Right.
But I always did this by mistake because it did this. And watch, I actually do it at the very end when I turn round. Now watch me, I turn round and I stop. Hitler salute, did you see that? Everyone else went like that, and I went like that. And I didn't mean to.
Speaking of
this
high,
is about,
that pompadour, we've got
hair.
to talk about that hair.
And it was my real hair.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I like it.
I have very adaptable hair. This is when he's praying because he forgot to order the breakfast.
Flight attendants and the lives that they live, they're inherently funny.
I think so. I think if it's your job to walk down a thing going chicken or beef, I just think that's hilarious. You know what I mean? And you know what's the worst thing is that for years afterwards I'd be on planes, especially in Europe, and because when we come onto the plane, the people come on, we're all like, morning, fat bum, morning, oh sweaty, morning, terrible hair. So I would get that as I would go on plane. I would literally many times walk onto a plane and people would just go, hello fat bum, like that, and I go, oh great.
All right, up next.
I'm invincible. Oh, this is GOLDENEYE.
Okay, so you
Look at
must
me.
have felt like you really made it as a Scottish man starring as a Bond villain.
Yeah, that was exciting.
I mean, come on.
That was very exciting.
And Pierce
And
Brosnan.
this was the scariest thing I had to do because the pen, I learned how to do it. Like, I remember getting the script and I was like, oh, I can't do this. And then I said, it's not really that important, is it? I could do something else. And my friend Dixie went, it's the most important plot point of the entire film. You've got to learn how to do it. So I learned how to do it really well. And then when I got on the set that day to do that, they gave me that pen, which is a different shape of pen than the one I was using. Oh, this is an attractive look for me. What's going to happen? And I managed to do it, but it was so nervous. I die in this.
Yeah, you made a very chilling death.
Some computer coolant or something falls on top of me, and on there, and this is when I die. There I am, I died. So there right now, see, that's me. And now when the smoke clears, it's a model of me. That's not me. That is me, but it's a model of me. I'm not really standing like that. But the thing is that before it's the model, when it's me,
Right.
I had to stand very still so they could match up to the thing. And when I was shooting it, I had a sort of strap thing around me. It held me so I couldn't move like that when all the stuff started to fall. And what happened was when all that big thing fell on me, there were some big lumps of liquid ice, liquid nitrogen, at the bottom of the thing, and it landed on my head and the lumps, and I couldn't move, and they started burning my head. And so I was like, ah, and they were like, quick, get out of the way. I was like, I can't move, because I was strapped in this rubber thing. And then all these firemen came rushing onto the set and like put my hair out.
Are you
it wasn't
serious?
on fire, but it was like, you know, it's burning my scalp.
because it's liquid nitrogen.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you must be like
Yes.
Little Lisa Kudrow.
Lisa Kudrow.
Oh, look how cute I look.
You look adorable.
It's my first ever film in America.
That's
and the
right.
first time I'd ever played in America, and I have no idea why they cast me, actually. This dance routine is
So this is
iconic.
your first threesome on camera.
Actually, no. People actually ask me and think I'm going to do it. They ask say, would you come and do the Romy and Michele dance with me and my husband or me and my wife at our wedding?
Are you serious?
Yeah, fairly
Why?
often. Well, they just think it would be a hilarious thing, and they think I might, you know, it's worth an ask. I might do it, but people I don't know.
Right.
I wouldn't.
That is the
and
most
people
random-
often do it, and they send me videos. I like that when people send it. You know, they have like maybe the bride and the groom and the bride's best friend or something, and they reenact it.
How much of this was improvised? How much of this was actually choreographed?
It was, well, I mean, we choreographed, we rehearsed it quite a lot, but you know, in rehearsals, you kind of, because you know, Mira was a bit of a dancer, so she does her sort of ballet stuff, and I can, you know, dance a wee bit, and so you put those bits in. It's hilarious.
The trust fall.
I know.
Perfect.
Yes.
Roll,
here comes the
baby.
crane shot, I think.
Roll.
Here comes
Roll.
the crane shot. There we are. That's my favourite bit. And so you kind of, when you're making it up and rehearsing it, you can put your own stuff in. But once you get to this point, no, you're pretty, because of camera angles, you've got to do it the same again, 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 again.
One party to another.
Oh, the anniversary party. Oh, there's Gwyneth.
So you wear many hats in this project.
Yes, me
Wrote,
and Jennifer Jason Lee
produced,
that wrote,
directed,
produced, directed.
starred in it with your girl
acted.
Jennifer Jason Lee.
I did the storyboards.
What about the scene where you received this envelope filled with ecstasy?
Oh yeah, there's this ecstasy. That's right. Gwyneth's just given us ecstasy, and I know what ecstasy is because my character. Well, I know, so I do know what ecstasy is. And actually, what was so funny was that a lot of the people in the film had not ever taken ecstasy, and some had, some hadn't. So when we did the first read through, I was appalled. One of my least favourite things is bad drug acting on screen.
I
you know?
hate that.
Or even bad drunk acting, but bad drug acting. So I had to do.
And people are like, I'm so high.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. So we had a little ecstasy workshop where
Wait, how do you teach someone to look like they're rolling?
you just, like, you see, I think that's pretty good. It's just having a feel of her hair. And everyone thinks, I said, oh, you're all high when you're doing it. I mean, I was like, have you ever made a film? You've got to do things a million times.
Yeah, you can't be
You can't
high
be
on X
high.
and make a film.
No.
Those two do not go hand in
No,
hand.
well, you can, but it won't be, you know,
It won't be any
hopefully it's
good.
one camera and one shot.
Won't make it to couch surfing, that's for sure. All right, up next, let's roll on through to the next clip.
Oh, here I am.
What the hell were you thinking, you stupid bastard?
Eli
Oh,
Gold.
good hair then. This is The Good Wife. I'm a political, and I've mispronounced a word here. I had to go and loop it. When I say amateur, I actually said amateur, and I had to go and re-voice it. Because sometimes, like in American, when I'm playing Americans, I do the accent, but I get the pronunciation of the word wrong.
I understand that.
Like when I'll say adult instead of adult, or those such things are. I say advertisement instead of advertisement. But nobody told me, and I had to go. I was so furious. Nobody told me. And now I say to the continuity person when I'm doing, because in my new show I'm playing an American person, and I always say to the script supervisor, please tell me if I'm doing the wrong thing.
That's good. I'm glad.
Here it comes. It comes. It's the big finish.
But the one thing I hate
Is
is amateurs.
see, I actually said turs. My mouth goes turs, but I had to go and voice it saying churs.
your new show, Instinct. So your character's the first openly gay character to lead a drama.
Yeah, network, on the network.
On network TV.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a pretty big deal.
It is a big deal, and you're one of the executive producers.
I am. So I cracked the whip.
Yeah.
I think you'll find there are vegan snacks everywhere you look on the set of Instinct, thanks to moi. Oh, this was funny when we were shooting this. It was snowy. You can't really see, but there was a big piece of ice on a roof that we thought was going to fall on top of our heads. You know when like a big lump falls and it just
Why
starts to
does
melt?
ice keep falling on your head, Alan?
Right.
So you're back to network television, back in the CBS fold.
And back
Very
to
good
New York. I mean, we get to
back
shoot
to
this
New
in New
York.
York, but the thing with The Good Wife is we could never show that it was New York because it was supposed to be set in Chicago, so we're always hiding. Are you going to say that? Thanks
You can
for
say it.
Thanks for coming on my couch, Alan Cumming. I'd love to have you here time after time. That's a Romy and Michele thing. Instinct airs Sundays at 8 on CBS. See you next week on Couchsurfing.